Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Aussie Formula Racing. We are here this evening on some iRacing, the Formula Ford Series Round 3 at Lime Rock Park. It's been a popular little series we've been running the last few weeks. I'm Gus Rules, and joining me tonight in commentary is Kunai Zero. How are you?
Hello, hello. Not too bad.
Well, here we go for some information about the track. Nice conditions here as we wrap up a little warm-up session before we start qualifying. So we've got about 5.5 minutes left of this session before we commence. And I think we've got a new starter as well this evening. It's Adrian Nemo. Some of you might know him as in AFR. So he's racing for his first time in his Formula Ford series this evening. Shout out to him for coming along. And Lime Rock Park, what are you expecting here? It's a fun little track. Usually you see a lot of Week 13 shenanigans. What are you expecting from tonight, Kunai?
Lime Rock Park is one of the all-time greats when it comes to any form of, let's say, lower class is not the right word, but it's basically the slower class racing. Lime Rock Park is a place to, as we see Nemo, as you catch that? Maybe, no. Nope. He's off the track. So yes, Lime Rock Park, when it comes to the slower type of cars, when you talk Formula Fords, Skip Barbers, maybe even some F2s, Lime Rock Park is always a great place to test your mettle because it's a car that will... You can really push the dynamics of a car. You can test all facets. The chicane, the uphill chicane, is just brutal, and it's always good to. It's a great test of like skill and car control, and it's also long enough so that if you're in a slower class car, it's great racing. But it's short enough where if you're in a ridiculously fast car, it's just like an absolute novelty. So it doesn't matter what you're here in. It's always a great race. So I think we've got 6 people in total. I think.
What?
Or there's 5 currently in the session at the moment. So, but we should have a good spread. I don't know exactly what the times are going to be like. Right now, I'm seeing, seems Cameron's done a 57.1, and then Bates right behind him there, 57.25. Jared there with a 57.5.
Oh, he's in the wall. I was just going to say, shout out his livery. He's running Chaz Mostert's Walkinshaw livery, the Optus livery. Do appreciate that one. V8s are on this weekend in Darwin. Anyone's been watching that? Another Mustang caught on fire during today's race.
I didn't watch today's race because we were too busy racing the Glen.
That is true.
And then I fell asleep. so tired, but and you can just see, like, just on board here with Bait at the moment, you can see how much these cars slide, and that's actually what makes them so fun, because it's managing, one, the tire temps, because if they balloon out of control, you just lose all grip, but it's also pushing it enough so that you can get the speed in the corners, because it's all about momentum. I said this last week, I'll say it again. It's all about momentum with these cars. You have to try and keep the minimum speed through the corners as high as possible, and then don't get me started on those goddamn red turtles in that chicane. If any of these guys hit that, it's done. I'm almost willing to put money down that the entire suspension, well, there's not really a suspension set there, but the entire steering setup on these cars will just break.
Yeah, I would expect that as you see Bait peel off into the pits. Let's have a look at Jared Richards, who's also in the pits. Yeah, 2-time champ doesn't need practice before a race. And here comes Adrian for the last couple of minutes of our practice session here before quali.
All right, so we've got the two heats, right? It'd be the 15 minutes each? Or
20 minutes each. So yeah, we've got
yep.
what is it? It's a 5-10 minute quali session, and then we'll have the 2 20-minute races. Second race is reverse grid of the results of the first race.
Excellent. All right. So, as he just goes a little too deep there, and that's what I mean. This chicane, it really does test you. And these cars specifically, they have an interesting braking system. It's on or off. There is no middle ground. You essentially just whisper the word brake, and it starts to slow down. So, in terms of not locking up, it's finesse. And so, yeah, once you're in the heat of battle with someone else, it's very, very easy to forget that, and then one of you is going off track.
We'll see a couple other drivers coming out for last little laps. We just jump aboard with Nuts, who has a bit of a lock up there. It's his BMW livery with the AFR sticker on it. Thank you for that, Nut. And, oh, you can just hear those tires sliding as he, oh, he's done a bit too much. Oh, and
he's in the pit lane. He's in the pit lane.
He's in the pit wall, that's where he is.
That's... What's hilarious is if anybody out there is an IndyCar fan, Joseph Newgarden has done that exact same thing in a Skip Barber. He had to avoid an accident and then ended up in the pit lane, like flipping in the pit lane. There we go. Okay, so the practice session is over, which means we'll now go into our qualifying. And we'll see how the grid will line up. So Cameron Riley there, a 57.1 with the fastest time. We'll see if he can set a pole lap in the session.
Just waiting for our first drivers to come out onto the track to start this qualifying session, and here we go. Looks like it's going to be Anthony Bate. Let's jump on board for a lap around the track. It's first qualifying, and it is 10 minutes, so across to start their first flying lap, they'll have just under 9 minutes left in the session.
So here we go down towards turn 1 of Lime Rock. Very easy to get caught out. You look at the boards on the side, try and hold up that speed, but you don't want to go too wide, otherwise you'll end up in all sorts of tyre fence. Here we go. Down into the corner.
Put his tyre into the grass there. Couldn't get it off track though, so the time will still be valid.
And through the chicane. Up into the west bend. So here is where you can carry like tons of speed, absolutely tons of speed. And we'll see if he can maintain it to the straight. The car will want to go really, really wide to the left, exactly like that, but he keeps it from sliding. And he'll cross the line a set of time. That's fantastic.
We go 57.6. And Van comes across the line. 58.1. Great little start there from Bate. With Adrian, who's on a flyer at the moment as well. It looks like Nuts done a repeat of what he did in practice, and he's ended back up in the pit lane. So I think Adrian actually had an off track on that lap, so this will be his first flyer. As Cameron Riley has joined the track. Nut back on as well. seem to be pushing as hard as Bate was. Just getting a feel for the car, this being his first race in the Formula Ford.
Ben came across there with a 58.1. So just off Anthony Bates' time there.
Oh, and he's in. Oh, he's in the wall.
That's a massive hit. He'll have to reset that car. What do we got? 6 minutes. Cameron Riley now comes across for a flying lap, and that's it. That's where the magic of that final corner is. You just want to push. You want to keep that speed, but then you just get two wheels under the grass, and then these cars don't like grass. They prefer the tarmac. Oh, as Bates sets a faster lap again, a 57.179. He's flying out there. Oh,
there we go, twice!
And that's it. That's what I'm saying. These turtles are crazy. You hit him in a GT3 car and they hurt. You hit him in a Formula Ford, and apparently he's attempting pole vaulting. Like it's just nuts. There's no clearance at the bottom of these cars. So how he doesn't have damage, surely. I mean, he didn't hit it with the tires. He actually hit it with the middle of the car.
Yeah, it was actually just launched. I don't even think he got an off track for that. Or is he? Oh, might have been another off track. He's still not getting a time. I could see he did a 59.7, but it's not. Yeah, it's not registering. He must have got a yield or an off track for it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. He negotiates it safely this time.
So still only two people have actually set a time on the board. Be Anthony Bate and Jared Richards. Everyone else, and there we go. Adrian has another off-track incident. So that'll invalidate his lap. Here we go. Cameron Riley this time should set when he crosses the line here. What are we looking at? It's a 57.3. That's a really good time there. Splits the...
Yeah, just 2/10 off Bate.
Front.
Very nice time. Let's just jump aboard with Adrian. And a Fanatec. Looks like a Coca-Cola livery, that one. And Nut sets a time, bit off the pace there, but has got one on the board. Oh, Adrian really pushing the track limits at the final corner. This is going to be a valid time. I don't think so.
No, it's not. It showed up as him getting an off track as well. So, unfortunately, he's only got 3 minutes. I mean, there's plenty of time. There's only 57-second laps, but Nut comes across there, 59.1. So a little bit off the pace, but at least there's a time on the board.
Oh, a bit of a lock-up.
Massive lock-up.
Oh, he cuts the corner, and that's him done. And it's going to come across the line now. So his best time, 57.891. His last is a 58 flat. Is he going to improve with this one? 57.938, so still hasn't improved his quickest time.
He's on the cusp. He's on... There's something there that's just not gelling. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he still has 2 minutes 30. Let's see if he can line it up.
Might be getting a little bit of a slipstream here from Nut up ahead, but with Nut being a little bit off the pace, he's closed that gap to 1.8 seconds, but I just feel like Ben might be getting held up a little bit here.
I have to say, this is the first time in a long time I've seen the AFR livery on a appropriate class car. It's usually always Aussie Formula Racing on like an LMDH or a GT3. But in this instance, it's applicable. Here we go. So Nutt'll cross the line. And that was
there we
a
go,
57.7.
Nah, 57.2.
57.7. Oh, from Nut, I was saying.
Oh,
so
from Nut, sorry.
57.7.
Yes.
So he's now on
he's
the
on
pace.
it.
And Bandcamp comes across, yes, with the
Yeah,
57 so
57.2.
he jumps ahead.
He's less than a tenth behind Bait.
Yep. Yeah, no, this is actually really, really close. We've got 1:30 left in the session. Everyone's starting to get their groove as we switch over to Nemo here. So he comes around turn 2 now. He actually got a time on the board. It was a 58.0. Hopefully now he's got the track limits well in his head. And we'll see if he can actually navigate and break into the 57s just like everyone else. Bates still holding that provisional pole time for now. Looks like Band will need at least another 10th to be able to clinch it from him. Here we go, final corner now. Again, they'll want to extend, they'll want to push the car, but they've got to make sure they keep it on the track. He actually takes it a little safer. He won't be able to go around one more time, so this will be the final lap for him. And he sets a 57.5.
Nice.
So he's in the 57s, but unfortunately still at the back of the pack.
So Bait currently on his final lap. He should have enough time to complete his best time of 57.127. He's a couple of seconds off the pace in his last run. He's going to be able to find any more time in this lap. Oh, he's pushing the limits. Big drift and slide there. And he comes around the final corner. Keeps it within the track limits, and he'll come across the line. Is he going to improve?
It does seem so. I think it's only been a couple of tenths, but I think he will. He's in the 56s!
56.892. Look at Band just behind. I think Band has run out of time. I don't think Band took the checkered flag, so he did not get to set that final time.
He did not. That's unfortunate there, but there we are. Bait improves right at the end. 56.892. So he will be able to start this first heat from the front of the grid. We'll see if he can maintain that lead throughout. And just before we get this heat started, are we looking to? Do we want to do the safety car towards the middle of the?
I think so. Yeah. If it drifts too much,
just to keep crazy?
The field. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So I'll have to keep that in mind.
So just while we wait for the race to start, we have here the starting grid. So Anthony Bate there on pole with a 56.892. Jared Ritchie's P2, 3 tenths behind. Olivia Longley up P3, so great effort by Nut there, just 4 tenths off, followed by Cameron Riley in P4. Adrian there, P5, 6 tenths off the pace. And just behind him, Jaden Belvin, but I don't think he's actually going to make the grid, unfortunately.
5 drivers then. It'll be interesting. I can see the safety car on the grid, so that does mean they'll have to go around.
Yeah, I thought we were doing standing start, so I don't know why it's doing rolling start.
There is a grid function on Lime Rock, so not sure about that one. But
yeah,
in any
maybe I
case,
just screwed up the settings. I did it last week as well. Although last week there is no grid at Charlotte Road, is there?
No, there's no grid at Charlotte Road. That has to.
Yeah, it's rolling start for this one. I'll make sure that the next ones are grid starts. My apologies.
All right, so it is Bait that is in pole position. However, it seems Band has decided that he wants to lead as the safety car goes around.
That's very Max Verstappen behaviour, that.
Yeah, it is, which he's not allowed to do anymore in F1. Everything they must stay single file. You cannot drive up alongside drivers anymore. Which, of course, Canadian Grand Prix. That'll be on later. Qualifying will be on. When is qualifying on for the Canadian Grand Prix?
Like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. or something.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be 1 a.m., but no, that makes sense.
No, it's really bad.
Canada time. Oh, yeah. Bait trying to get the temperature in the tyres. So what'll happen is this safety car will come up and over the hill and then down, peel off, and then the race will be underway. Just keep an eye on the lights on the screen. That will give you an indication as to when these guys are ready to go. There they are, all 5 of them. Hopefully they can keep it tight-knit and clean, but I'm almost certain that won't be the case. Here we go. Safety car is away, and so it will be up to Bait to start in a moment. And there we are. We are green. And Bait gets away quite cleanly, I must say. Ben's going to try and keep this outside line.
Well, I think we've lost Kunai there. It looks like very tidy start from Bait. And trying to follow a little bit. We've got a spin there from, I think that's, oh, it's not Adrian, that is. That's Nut, I think, who's had a bit of a spin there. Dropped down the order to P5. Not sure if there was contact there. We'll have a quick look at that one on the replay. Oh, that is not the angle that I wanted to look at. Anyway, yeah, so let me get that resolution sorted. Looks like a little bit of contact there. Unfortunately, Nut a bit off the pace now. Jumping back up to the leaders. Oh, as you see, Nut drifting massively at the final corner. Bait, 1 minute 1.895 for the first lap. Riley sticking with the 2 leaders ahead. Adrian for his first race doing quite well. A bit further behind. Word from Kunai is that they just had a blackout, so hopefully he'll get power back soon. Able to assist with commentary. Oh, actually, Cameron Riley, quickest that lap with a 57.682. Adrian, a couple of seconds off the pace there. Ben and Bait matching pace. Oh, that big tank slapper there from Riley. He's pushing pretty hard to stick with the 2 leaders. Bait reasserts his authority with a 57.545. You can see there on the left-hand side of your screen. So the fastest lap of the race, just pulling a bit of a gap out from the rest of the drivers. Clobbered that sausage go we were talking about during qualifying. You really want to try and avoid touching those. Pull them too hard, you will break some suspension.
Alright, I am back.
Wonderful.
But also, what happened to Band? He's in the pits.
He is in the pits. I completely missed that. He jumped pits. I am going to have a quick rewind there. Did he maybe have a power outage as well? I'm just going to do a hacky rewind here.
It's either that or...
Oh, no, he dropped it coming out of the final corner. Here we go. If we just wind up back another 10 seconds, here we go. So, just missed the apex slightly, drifted out a bit wide, and then lit up the rears in the gravel. And there we go. So he does have a fast repairs, so he'll be able to get that sorted. And he has left the pits now. We'll go back to live. Here we go as he comes out of the pits. He is a lap down though, but with the mid-race safety car, he should get a wave by so that he can get back on the lead lap.
So I have to get that reconnected. Let's drop out there. But
yeah, we're still connected on AFO?
No, we're not. I restarted the service, so you'll have to just redo that. But all right. So watching Nemo at the moment. Make his way over the hill there. So Bait has done a great job so far. 1.7 seconds ahead of Cameron Riley there in P2. Cameron Riley actually with the fastest lap at the moment at 57.2. So he's really hooking this car up.
Absolutely.
And we've got, let's see, just about a minute or so to the middle of the session.
No, we've got 3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes?
Yeah, we're at the 6
I'm
minute
looking at the
timer.
wrong timer. Yep, no, you're right. He's got, jeez.
Oh, he's using
He
so much.
even had that millimeter perfect there coming out of that final turn. As Bait says, the fastest lap of the session. Oh, big lock up there from Cameron.
He's saved it though, released the brake pressure, and we got the car turned in. But he did just set the fastest lap of the race so far though, 56.953. And he did that in the same lap. Bait did a 56.984, which was the fastest lap until Cameron Riley came across the line. So they're trading fastest laps at the moment. He's pushing very hard. So look at Bait at the moment. Absolutely holding on to this lead. 2-second gap now. It was a bit of Riley's mistake. Start of the last lap, he's dropped off a couple of tenths. That gap is blown out to 2 seconds. See Nut only 3 seconds behind Adrian. And yeah, we've got Band just in the middle of the field at the moment, that lap down. Once we have the pace car come out, we'll get that sorted so we can have a nice sprint to the end.
I have to admit, Bait is doing really, really well through some of these corners. He's hooking the car up really, really good as Cameron gets an off track there. He's going just a little too far. Oh, I think he's crashed. What happened there?
Let's have another quick look. Oh, he's clobbered that curb and he's had a little bit of a spin.
Yep.
He's kept it out of the wall though, so well done to him. But exactly what we were talking about before, it's those
turtles.
Those turtles. We'll jump back to live now.
Minute to go, and then we will get mid-session safety car just to bunch them up.
We may actually get through the 20 laps before then.
Oh,
the end,
that's
I mean.
true.
So we do have a 20-minute time session, but I think when we set up the server, it requires you to put in a total number of laps as well because this lap is so short. Oh, we might be okay. With the safety car, that'll slow them down a bit, so we should be time limited rather than lap limited. Oh, big tank slapper!
Oh, he's gone
and
again.
Cameron Riley's gone around.
Oh, everybody's managed to avoid it. Actually, now's a better time as any.
Yellow flag has been waved. I was trying to see if the safety car come out.
They will.
Yes, there's the yellow flags.
Just wondering where on track the
Yeah, it's not on the track map.
safety car is.
I think.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, I was just waiting for bait to come around again, I think.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for him to get collected by the safety car. I still haven't seen it yet. There it is, there it is. Okay, we got it, we got it. It doesn't really wait, does it? It just starts doing laps.
It just slows down to the speed, and then yeah.
There we go. So bait has the safety car now. Just the field not too far behind. I think Band's effectively P3, so he third in the queue, so should be pretty quick to get a wave by for him. Cameron Riley is currently in the pits though. Hopefully getting his fast repair, and he'll be out shortly. I think he came in under his own steam, so he should be... Oh, is he going to come out with a safety car? Maybe he doesn't know that there's a fast repair. Oh no, here he goes. I think he forgot to deselect his tyres. Sorry, dropped down off the jacks. Here we go. Band is... Did you give Band a wave by?
I did.
Okay, cool. I saw him overtaking everyone, and I didn't know if he was just taking these into his own hands. Okay, so Band in P5, just behind Cameron Riley. They'll chase down this safety car queue pretty quickly. So we won to green?
Yeah, these guys should catch them by the end of the lap, I think. Yes, they should. So I should be able to. Oh, are they? I don't know if they are. I might have to wait for them to actually make it to the timing line. What's the gap here? 22 seconds there to Cameron Riley. Oh, I'd be cutting it close. I might have to give it one more lap. Safety car's already at the top of the hill, so we'll give it one more lap, and then everybody will be bunched up there. And Bait's going to have the other four cars absolutely roaring down behind him. This will be a good one for Nemo here, just to recompose. Nut as well. And everyone being on the same lap there. Why? Cameron Riley's going really, really slow right now. Did he?
The safety car is coming into the pits, by the way.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I think you have to say...
Notify...
No, it didn't notify me either. I think you've got to tell it plus one more lap. But
No.
here we go. Look at this run from Adrian, who's actually taken the lead down the inside into turn one. And Bait turns across in front of him. He maintains the lead. That was a nice little restart from Adrian. Got a bit of a decent run. And Nuts going with them as well. Oh no, I think Adrian's just clobbered that curb again. I think he's got away with it, although he's lost a chunk of time. See how taps out to a second. And Band's managed to get past Cameron Riley. He's up in P4. Which I think he did before the green flag, so I don't know whether that's going to get reported or not. Who knows?
It did come up as an illegal overtake, though. I don't know if he did.
Just on the event log, it comes up with him passing before the green flag was shown.
Oh, right. Okay. That's cheeky. All right.
You'll see what happens to that.
Let's have a look at that one there.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Nutt's pace here. He's right on the back of Adrian at the moment. Oh, but he's copping that curb. Oh, he's copping the other one as well.
Two of them. Oh, well, as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So Cameron Riley, fastest lap of the session, 56.9 there.
Oh, Adrian had to get right out of the throttle there ahead. Nearly ran onto the grass in the final corner.
Oh, is Cameron Riley there, off track. So it looks like he just went a little wide coming out of the final turn.
Yeah, gap's now over a second between him and Band.
Bate has just minced out a lead now, 2 seconds. He's really got this hooked in. As for Nemo, he's doing well to stay ahead, but no, I mean, props to him. We saw him struggling in the past couple of rounds, but now it seems like he's got it quite dialed in. Look at this. We might see a run in the next couple of laps. Oh, we might see it now. Down on the inside of turn 1. Nice and clean. Well done. Yeah, it's a right battle between these two.
I think that was a little bit too far back. He just wanted to let Nemo know that he's there. Pressure's on him now with just under 3 minutes remaining. Desperately trying to get P2.
Ooh. Nemo hits the turtle on the exit of the chicane. I'm honestly surprised these cars are alive. I really would have thought it'd break the, at least the toe link there, but in any case, he's still going. And behind them is a little battle between Band and Cameron Riley. They're really pushing it.
Yeah, you can see in the background there.
Yeah, it's only Bate that's playing by himself at the moment. So 3 laps remaining in the race, 2 minutes in the session.
Yeah, Band was half a second slower than Cameron Riley that lap, so that little lead he'd pulled out, it's just a bit away.
You can see just how close Cameron is following here. And then as they come up into the chicane, he's got to be careful because you'll get an extended brake distance when you're following. You wouldn't think dirty air would affect these cars too much, but it does make a difference. So here they go up through the chicane. Ben will still be leading as they go down to the last part of the sector. And here's where the tunnel vision will start to affect them. They're going to be careful to pay attention to the road ahead because if they follow the guy in front, they might end up both going out. So, no, still a great job from these two. They'll cross the line. Any improvements in the time here? Oh, Nuts made the pass for P2.
Oh, but Adrian's had a little bit of a... What's happened there? Let's have a quick look.
Oh, Band avoided him so well.
This was the replay of Adrian going into turn 1. He actually had quite a lead over Nut. I wonder if he's just gone a bit deep on his own. And he looks like he had a little bit of a lock-up. Yeah, he's just dropped the rear on his own. Oh, Nut! Wow! What great reactions from Nut to be able to avoid that, because he had to go off track. I saw the off track from Nut. Oh, and then Band as well. Well done by him. Now this battle's really spicing up, so Nut now 5 seconds ahead of Band for P2, and now Band's going super defensive with the white flag, so this is the last lap of the race. And here comes Cameron Riley around the outside into turn 1. He's ahead, but Band very late on the brakes. Make him work for his money. Or is that?
Yeah,
That's a spin.
Nemo's gone. Nemo
that
went way too deep into the first turn,
no.
so he will stay by himself here. But Band and Cameron Riley still fighting towards the end of the lap. So we can see Bate just going around the west bend now, so he will surely take the win of this race as he makes his way around the penultimate corner. Nut in P2, fairly clean here, so Bate round the final turn. As long as he keeps it out of the grass, keeps it nice and straight, he takes the safer option, and he'll weave down towards the line and take the win here of the first heat. And Nut, 5 seconds behind him, a great drive from him. We saw a lot of struggles in the first early rounds, but Nut comes by with some good points here in the heat. And now it's going to be a drag race to the line. Ben will have it.
Oh! I think he's got it. Cameron Riley got it. He got it. Ben missed out on the podium.
No way.
What a drag race.
No way. He took that. That is oh my God. The interval is 0.014. To the line. To the line. That's insane. That's actually a photo fit. Well, I mean for third, but that's a photo finish for that.
So we have the official results for that first heat. Bates getting the win, 6 seconds clear of Nut in P2. We then had, P3 there, Cameron Riley, 11.068 seconds behind, and Band 11.082. Followed by Adrian, and then P5, 26.4 seconds off with that little spin on the final lap.
All right, I'm just going to jump down and inform our drivers that we will have a safety car restart in the middle of the session, and that it'll be done properly this time. I'll be right back.
Alright, just need to try and figure out why there is a... I don't know why that's not all bound together. Anyway, here is the grid for this race. So, obviously there's no Jaden Belbin this evening. We do have Nemo effectively on pole position, followed by Band. Then got Cameron Riley, Nut, and Bates bringing up the rear. Drivers coming around the back part of the track now. Their warm-up lap. Spade's got a bit of work to do to make his way back up through the field with his reverse grid start. As we saw in that last race, a few things can happen. And with that safety car that will come out halfway through to make sure the field's all nice and bunched up, knows what's going to happen. There we go, safety car peels off. And we're away.
All right, so Nemo leading this race as it is a reverse grid, and Bate will have to work from the back. Oh, Cameron and Band. You'd think they'd have left it back there, but they're still going again, side by side as they go through turn 3. Note they're getting a clean line as Bate goes really quickly in the inside, so he's up into P4 as Cameron Riley takes P2, but Band will not be giving it, lying down. Oh, he's got wheels in the grass, but he catches the slide. And now they're going to go up into the chicane. God, I really hope they pay attention. Oh, Nemo goes real slow. Oh, how is no one dead? Oh, the
Bait,
driving.
was that Bait? I think that might have... Oh, no, it wasn't Bait. I think it was Nut, went a bit deep.
Yeah.
Give me the camera angles and that. There we go.
Okay, so Nut drops back, but Bate manages to sneak into this battle here. So Cameron Riley in P2. Jared Richards in P3.
Oh, he's off the track!
The car's still straight.
And now Bait and Band side by side as well.
Oh, Cameron Cameron Riley with the off track, but he manages to keep the wheels straight. That is excellent car control there. These cars are very easy to spin, but he manages to keep the throttle input just right. Doesn't make drastic movements on the wheel. So they're still in it. Bait up into P2 now.
And he started last as well.
Yeah, Nemo must be looking in his rearview mirror and just dreading.
Oh, he's in the wall!
To the wall!
I think that's him in the wall.
It is, and that's broken. That's broken that front left.
Oh dear. Let's have a quick look at that replay. Okay, so it was a nice little battle between the three of them, and I think Band ran wide, and just like you were saying in that last race at the final corner, you've got to be careful you're not focusing too much on the car in front, because Band ran wide, and then so did Cameron Riley, and then, yeah, and he goes into that Empo barrier, and Band is into the pits now as well as we come back to live.
Oh no, I think he's done the same thing. I actually think that he has done the same thing.
So just
He's
watching.
come around this final corner, and I'm thinking tires in the grass. Here we go. Am I correct? I'm correct. The car's around.
Is that exactly the same thing as the last race?
And yeah, that's unfortunate. It is so easy to do. You can see just how broken it is there. Actually, it's just drift mode, but yeah, you can see just how easy it is to do exactly that. These cars are a lot of fun to drive, but they don't like the grass much, which, just to highlight it, it just shows Cameron doing that early on during that battle and not spinning and keeping it straight was Bait. See, Bait's doing it the right way. He flirts with the grass. He uses the concrete section, but that doesn't go onto the actual grass. And now he's just hunting down. Ooh, there's a lock up there on that front right. So just hunting down Nemo now. And so again, in the middle of the race, we will bring out a safety car and bunch everyone up. We'll do it correctly and add the appropriate amount of laps.
Yeah, because and Cameron Riley both a lap down now already with those pit stops. Ooh, a bit of a lock up there from Nemo.
Too short there. Yep, into the chicane. So Bates going to try and go around the outside as they go to the top of the hill, and he'll take the lead of the race. Nice and easy. And we'll see if Nemo can try and attack, but I have a feeling that Bait might just have the speed on him. And not there in a bit of a bubble. It's 3.1 seconds behind Nemo there. So the fastest lap now, 57.2. That is from Bait. So he has been pushing. As part of this race. Luckily, fast repair available there for Jared Richards and Cameron Riley, so they're back in it. We're about 29 seconds behind the pack. But again, they get bunched up later on in the race, so give them a chance to just get back in the groove. As Cameron Riley sets the fastest lap of the race now, 57.288.
Yeah, very quick time. I think we're only seeing... Oh, there we go. That's Nemo. He's kept it out of the barrier, though, so he'll keep on going with that promotes nut up to P2.
Oh, as Bait immediately takes the fastest lap again, 57.259. As Nut gets a lock-up coming into the first turn, so Nemo just followed a little too hard. And like we've said before, these cars, very, very easy to spin. So he unfortunately lost the rear end. Goes for an adventure. And yeah, Nut in the P2. Nut's getting some really good points this session.
He is. And Bait, I think, after that result in the first race, will actually be in the lead of the championship. So Band was in the lead at the start of the round, so he really needs to salvage some points out of this result.
As Cameron Riley retaliates again, 57.072.
Am I right thinking that they're not a lap down anymore?
They're not. They're not a lap down. They are 36 seconds.
Right,
well,
yeah.
So 30 seconds between Jared and Adrian, and Cameron is 6 seconds behind Jared. So
Yeah, cool. It was showing up as 1 lap before, so now it looks like it's all good now. Oh, was it a bit of a
Bait!
moment there from Bait?
Oh, he's pushing too hard. You don't have to drive the car that hard. You're the only one there, mate.
Oh, especially with a 4.5 second gap. There's no risk at all.
Yeah, you're the only one there. But at the same time, we all know as drivers, you want to go fast. So, like, sometimes you can't help it. Cameron Riley sets the gauntlet down again at 56.8. He is pushing to get back to the group.
Yeah, he's got to be one to watch when we have this. Oh, so I just see, was that Nut in the background?
It is!
I just saw it. Where is he giving? I think he kept it out of the wall. Let's have a quick look at that replay.
Nemo back into P2.
Here comes Nut in the replay. Oh, he just touched the grass. Entry, and oh, he did well to keep it out of the wall there. But he's still P3 though. Bait now has an 11-second lead.
So Nemo back up into P2, not just regaining his composure there. You can see Jared Richards just coming around the big bend, turn 2. And man, Cameron is just gaining ground. He is pushing so hard. What was his last lap time? A 56.69. Oh, that was the... Wait, did he set a fastest lap again? Oh my god, he did! What? Jesus Christ, these are absolute push laps from Cameron Riley.
Yeah, 56.691. So he's really feeling in tune with the track now in the car. But he's just waiting for that safety car to come out so that he can get another crack.
Yeah, but he's got to be real careful. It's good that he's pushing and he's gaining speed here, but don't go too hard.
That's right. He has used his fast repair up from that incident on lap 1. So he's got no more chances, so he needs to keep it clean from here.
Alright, so 9 of 20 laps, 10 minutes 45 left, so 40 seconds until we call out mid-session safety car. This will allow them to regroup and we'll get a real race underway. And Bates got to know that with everybody right behind him, the pressure's going to really be on. And Nemo's doing really well so far, but in a bunched up group, he's going to really have to watch it. Hopefully not crack under the pressure.
Nuts nearly into their 56s as well, just at a 57.1. Nemo did a 58.1 and a 57.5, so... In fact, Nut was quicker than Bait that lap. Bait did a 57.2, so Nut showing a bit of pace at the moment as well.
So a 13-second gap between P1 and P2. Oh, Cameron Riley's off again!
Oh, he's done it at the same spot! Is he going to keep it out of the wall?
He does.
He does. That's exactly the same thing he did the first lap of the race. And we have the yellow flag, so we'll bunch everyone up now. There's a bit of drift between all of our drivers. Oh, playing with fire there, Cameron Riley in P5.
Yeah, and that was it. That's what I was saying. It's good to push, but don't go too crazy because you get desperate and then you start to make really, really big mistakes. So the pace car comes out, and I believe Cameron gets to go by. I don't think he'll get held up. It'll be Bait that'll have to catch up here. And I might just have to add a lap just in case, because these guys are really far behind.
So I think by default it comes out for 3 laps.
Is that right?
I think so, and you can add laps or remove laps using the admin commands.
But it didn't come out for 3 laps, did it?
Maybe it's just 2, maybe it's 2 by default. So yeah, the field is not too bad. So Cameron Riley's about half a lap behind Bates, so I think he'll be able to close that down now that Bates has caught the safety car. So you can see there coming over the hill before the final corner.
It's telling me that I can't adjust the caution length until after the first full lap, so
Yeah, and here
we'll
it
see
comes.
what.
I mean, they've almost caught it anyway. Dan's at the coming down to the final corner now.
Oh yeah, these guys should catch it, no problem then.
Yeah, we only needed it for the wave by that Dan needed. Yeah, they're all on the straight now, so
Excellent. All right. So, what do we have? 7 minutes and.
Oi! Cameron Riley goes straight past Band there on the straight. Lets him back
He
through.
gives him back the place. Good stuff.
Maybe cheeky dig for overtaking him before the green flag in the last race.
All right, so all of these guys will come in. So now that they're all bunched.
Yeah, lights are out on the safety car now.
Yep, just sent the message to end.
Now, hopefully, no, this is exactly almost the same order, I think, as the safety car restart in the first race. And
Except everyone's together.
well, although Nemo got the run on Bait in the safety car restart last time and went for a move for the lead, so we're just going to send another one up into turn 1.
There we go. Safety car comes in. And we are back under green.
No. Oh, he's got overlap already. He's done the same thing again. Oh, he's gone very shallow. That bait's gone through. Oh, a bit of contact between Band and Cameron Riley. Cameron Riley up onto the grass.
Oh man, it's just no loss between these two.
His car does not look happy. I don't know if he's got some damage from that other spin we saw.
Sides are so close, coming up to the chicane. Cameron Riley on the inside. He's going. Now they're going to come again. The slow touch, but he keeps it. Unbelievable! He actually keeps it straight, man, managing to avoid any damage there. It is all on with these two.
We've got Nut there and P5 has lost out. They've both got past him. It's Van trying to go defensive super early. Cameron Riley is so quick on the straights. Oh. Oh, he's gone down inside. He's got the switchback. He's got the switchback. He's now ahead of Band.
Oh, Band's
into the grass.
And all the while, Nut is just watching on going, okay. Just write down the things not to do. He's doing well to keep up with them, though, but Bait, man, he's already 2.5 seconds down the road. But I will say this, props to Nemo. He's right on the back of him.
Big lock up from Nut. Double lock up for the front. Yeah, man, just looks like he's dropped off a little bit from the back of Cameron Riley.
Oh. Yeah, Nut really didn't get a good exit out of the chicane there.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in this race. Nemo just hanging in there with Bait, just within a second. like that last lap by Bay was a 56.8. So he is absolutely flying at the moment. Cameron Riley did a 56.6. Some rapid pace at the moment from those two. I guess the bigger question is Cameron Riley going to catch Nemo before the end of the race?
You might. They've got 4 minutes on the race clock and about 5 laps, so we'll see. But man, Band really closed the gap now. So we got a much better exit out of the chicane that time round, and he just avoids the grass there. You would think you'd learn the first couple of times, but no, that's what race drivers do. They push, they find the limits, and then they go, all right, I'll try not to do that next time.
Yeah, there we go. 57.5 for Cameron Riley that lap, 57 flat for Band. So he's obviously made a mistake on that lap, Cameron Riley. So Band trying to capitalise, close that gap up. And Nemo looks like he's made a little mistake as well. He's now 1.5 seconds behind Bait and just 1.5 seconds in front of Band and Cameron.
Nemo was really close there, but it just seems concentration lapsed just slightly. Again, they go through the chicane here. And I am curious now. I wonder, is Cameron going to catch Adrian here? Oh, as he gets... Oh, see, he gets into the grass. See, this is where the skill really does start to shine. He gets into the grass and then he knows, okay, I can't snap the steering. I have to be gradual with the throttle. And he does. He keeps it straight. That's the cool part. The only time he didn't do that was when there was a tire barrier in the way.
Otherwise, 56.6 that lap. Cameron Riley 56.7, so he's found a little bit more in that lap. Now gaps down to just a second to Nemo ahead. You can see very close behind as we tick over to just 2 minutes remaining in this race.
So looking at the gaps, they're actually pretty evenly matched. 1.3 between... Oh, there's Nemo! Hits the turtle so hard, that's going to slow him down. And that's all Cameron Riley needed. He is going to be on absolute full attack mode now as they go down this hill. And unfortunately, Jared might get left behind, depending on how much he can try and clamber here. Or he can profit. Jesus! See, this is what I mean. How he keeps the car straight. It's like you're not supposed to be in the grass, but he's just decided, you know what? I can make it work.
Oh, as you see, Band spinning off at turn 1. I think he's probably touched the grass on the entry there, because he was not slowing down for that corner. And as we were watching Kevin Riley drift and rally through the final corner, Nut had a little bit of a spin and he just dropped off the back of the field as well as Kevin Riley all over the back at Nemo. Oh, he was on the grass.
What is that? There must have been some...
Oh, he's hit the curb!
The curb! So, I don't know exactly what happened there, but his wheel was in Adrian's wheel. Like, so there's maybe just a little bit of a disconnect there, but yeah, they came together. Luckily, there's no damage to either one, but then as Cameron tried to get just a bit of distance, he's gone right over the middle. So, Nemo's still in P2. And, I wonder if Nutt will be able to catch Band by the end of this race. I don't think so.
Probably not. This is the final lap, so 6 seconds is a bit of a stretch, I think.
Just flirting with the grass there. So Nemo now, he's going to have to put all of the defensive moves available to him because Cameron will be pretty rapid as they go up towards the hill. So if Nemo locks up or just doesn't get the right entry, it could spell disaster for him. Bait, pretty much not a problem. Oh, just clips the thing, and that's what I was talking about.
How quick he is.
Just coming so fast as they come up the hill there, up into P2 now. So Nemo will have to try and keep a line, and he doesn't. He does get slowed up just a bit as Cameron goes through the corner. So unless Cameron decides to take a safari excursion to the outside of the track, so Bait will cross the line and take P1. And Cameron Riley, what a drive. So, to the line. Nemo was right there, but unfortunately Cameron still takes P2.
0.089, 900ths of a second.
There we go, and Ben will come across a P4. It's an unfortunate one there for him. He gets spun. So he spun himself right at the end there, and Nut, of course, had an excellent result there in the first heat. Just unfortunately. Oh, I thought he was gonna run straight to the side of that car.
Well, here are our results for the feature race. So, Bates, double winner for this evening. 5.5 seconds in this second race. Camerali P2, just barely a tenth ahead of Nemo and P3. It's our podium. And a good recovery up to P4. And unfortunately, that late spin from Nut puts him way down the order there in P5. But great entertaining race again, as we expected here at Lima Rock Park. So good fun track to enjoy. Now, just going to have a quick check of the calendar for next week. And we'll be back again for another one of the free tracks. So it'll be Okayama. And Okayama is a great little circuit. So do
definitely.
please join us for that one. It'll be a absolutely great one. And yeah, if you're interested in racing, of course, jump onto the AFR Discord, sign up to our iRacing series, Formula Ford, come along. It'd be great to have some more people running around our tracks. It's great racing, and we like to keep it fun and bunched up, so chance. But thank you for your company this evening. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Thank you to Kunai for battling a bit of a blackout to stick with me throughout the evening. But it's been great fun as always. So. But no AFR official race tomorrow night. We've now transitioned over to the new F1 23 game. There will be a scheduled pre-season race tomorrow. So if you are around, I'm sure there'll be a few streams up for you to enjoy. But for now, I think us rules. Thank you so much for your company. Have a good night. See you next time.